Hello everyone and welcome to today's video. Now I have decided to do this as a stream for the next part. Would be kind of not really needed, but yeah. So today I'm going to test out these weapons. Now these weapons are the best weapons in Terraria, sword wise anyway. These top 5 here are all the ones that, well, 6 if you include this, but it's not really a sword if you want to call it that. But right, so I'm only going to do the Meowmere, Horseman's Blade and Terra Blade, as I got all of these legendary. This one I reforged a few times. This one I got straight as a drop, I think, can't remember. And then this one I got from Moonlord, which it's the only way you can get it unless you get it with a friend. But I got that straight off of Moonlord. Not first drop, but the first Meowmere drop was this legendary Meowmere. There's a base attack of 253 melee damage, so I don't think it can go any lower than 253. It has 11% critical strike chance. It's very fast speed, very strong knockback, plus 15% damage, plus 12% speed, plus 5% critical strike chance, plus 10% size, and plus 15% knockback. Now this makes it like insane. Like if I were to put on my solar armor, right, this is how fast it fires now. Right, that's how fast it swings. That's just without any like boosts besides posting something on these. Okay, so solar flare, if I just swap this out. And that's how fast it now swings. The one thing that kind of will be unfair in this will be the Horseman's Blade, because the way the Horseman's Blade works, this doesn't class as an enemy, so it will not fire pumpkins. But if I were to attack a slime somewhere, as you probably saw a second ago, I'll just go find one. We'll create a new world for this just so I can properly show it off, but I don't think there's anything better. But on the console edition, I'm not sure about mobile, but I know definitely on console edition this is the best weapon you can possibly get in the console edition, so yeah. Anyway, let's do this, shall we? So first up is legendary Meowmere. With this armor, it gives certain buffs, as you can see. Melee increase, melee damage. So now this has a base of 303 melee damage. There's a 28% critical strike chance, very fast speed, and then all that stuff again. Anyway, first of all, let me just test this out. So if you do that, pumpkins will come up and they will home in onto the enemy, and I believe they do twice as much damage on average as the base damage, so it do around about 226 damage. So this would be kind of unfair, but so first let's do this. So legendary Meowmere. So how many can it go through? The cats. The cats go through. Is that 5? It looks like it goes through 5 and not anymore, so I just bounce it a little bit. Yeah, it looks like it goes through 5. So that's a little fact, it doesn't go anywhere through 5, and just with the cats alone, it does around about 6,000. Oh no. For some reason it's going up, not sure why. Alright, I'm going to say that has around about a 6,800 to around about 7,300 as a damage with just the cats. Now if we use the sword and the cats, actually if I just use the sword itself does around about 5,000, 4,000 ish. So yeah, that's the thing. So now if I use the sword and the cats, it comes to a total around about 9,000 damage per second, which is insane. I mean, Yag Cthulhu only has 2,800 health, I believe, and on expert it's 3,600. So literally, like in a third of a second with this, it will be dead. it's crazy. Alright, so next is the legendary Horseman blade. With this armor bonus, it has 113 melee damage as a base, 28% critical strike chance. It has a fast speed, well, not very, but very strong knockback, and yeah, pumpkin head summon, like so. Just a little pumpkin head. So this is going to be kind of unfair, but with the sword, it does around about 1,200 and knit to 1,300. Slimes everywhere. Yeah. So that's that. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's when you're hitting 4. When you hit 4 at once, it just does that. When you hit 1 at once, it does around about 500. So this is a nice weapon to get started, I suppose, until you get Meowmere. Now, moving on, the legendary Terra Blade. Now, this weapon is probably the hardest one to get, unless you count this one as the hardest, as you know, you have to kill Moonlord to get it. It's pretty much that end game item, but this one's probably harder because you have to do it from like the start, if that makes sense. You have to start making the Terra Blade from the start. Now, to get the Terra Blade, you need the true Knight's Edge and the true Excalibur. And now to get that, you have to have a Excalibur and a Knight's Edge. Knight's Edge you can get pre-hard mode. Excalibur is hard mode only. And you have to defeat like any mechanical boss to get the hallowed bars to make it. But on PC, you have to kill this thing called Mothron. Yeah, Mothron. And this Mothron is sort of a mini boss in the Solar Eclipse. Now, it doesn't have a 100% chance of dropping it, and this is quite a hard boss if you don't have any good weapons. I'm just going to call it boss. It's not actually a boss, but it feels like a boss the first time you try it, because you don't know what's going to happen with it. Because he summons like little eggs and all this stuff, and then it's not even a 100% chance he'll drop it. I mean, it took me like 4 to 9, can't remember, it was like 4 to 9 Mothras before I actually got this, before I got one broken hero sword, which you need to make the, which is needed to make the, what's it called? The True Knight's Edge and the True Excalibur, and now you need 2 of them to make one each. So it's really hard to make, but anyway, I'll do a video soon on how to craft a Terra Blade, but the legendary Terra Blade is a good weapon to get started on. So next up, let's do this. So 143 melee damage as a base, 20% critical strike chance, very fast speed and very strong knockback. So it's an all-around good weapon. I mean, it's called the Terra Blade. It's basically named after the game. But this used to be the best weapon in the game until 1.3 came out, when Moonlord came around, and then yeah, let's do Meowmere. But the one weapon that I really want to test out is called the Last Prism, and it's a magic-based weapon, and it shoots a giant laser. Now, I'm not sure if that's the best weapon in the game or this is, but I'll find out soon. And I'm not going to do these 3 yet because I don't have them legendary. I'm not sure if you can get a Yo-Yo legendary, but I have Godly at the moment. And surprisingly, this Godly Terrarian actually has a higher DPS the last time I checked it. I mean, I do have the Yo-Yo bag on. to a total around about 9,000 damage per second, which is crazy. And so Terrarian again is post Moon Lord. And with the yo-yo bag it is deadly. But that's not really, we're not going to do these three because it'll be an unfair advantage if all these are legendary and these aren't. But the Influx Wafer, as I believe, is the 5th best on the list on the Terraria wiki. But it shoots this. Now, it kind of fades away when it hits something, but I didn't know this, but I thought after when it hits something, like if I'd done that, does that make sense? If I'd done that, that would go through the wall and hit something, but it doesn't. It only hits one and then it just fades away. So I thought that was pretty cool. But, well, again, it's not cool, but because it would be awesome if you just go through walls like that, but and again there's this. Anyway, I didn't know slimes drop rope. Oh god, raining cats. And then there's a Star Wrath, and yeah, but I'm not going to do those three. So, as I was saying earlier, let's do the Terra Blade. Now, Terra Blade is probably one of my top favourite weapons, as just it's awesome and it looks cool. And to think that this used to be the best weapon is kind of crazy, but also at the same time. So yeah, let's do this. So the swords that shoot from this have the coolest sound ever, for one, and two, they can only go through 3 blocks, like that. And the swords themselves do a total of 2,000. I'll say 2,000 to 2,500 damage per second with this set. I'll just go through them now. So that's what you do. So if you want to read anything, just pause the video and check it. So yeah, that's all that. So next, I'm gonna try it out. Like, right. So without the swords, this does around about 3,400 to 3,600, I'd say. So it's pretty accurate. And so it depends on how many you hit. Now, for me, I would say this weapon, this one here, that one would be best for groups of enemies, especially this as well. But I would say this is best for groups of enemies because it's basically like the rainbow gun. It's literally the rainbow gun, but it's like twice as good, and you can do it for however long you want. If you don't know what a rainbow gun is, you get it from the hallowed chest when you get the hallowed key in hard mode in the dungeon. If you need any more info, just look it up, or I'll do a video on it sometime. But anyway, with the swords and with the actual sword, this does a total of I'd say 5,000 to 5,500 damage, which is crazy. But that makes it, so far, without these three involved, well, technically, this is technically best. That is around about 8,000 to 9,500, I'd say, max, and that's only godly. I'm not sure if you can get it. I'm not sure if that's the best you can get for Terrarian, or if there's something higher or what, but I don't know. So yeah, this is technically best. So this has a total of around about 9,000, I'd say, on average. This has so it's a very, very, very close tie between the Meowmere and the Terrarian. I'm not sure which one has won. I think it's Meowmere now. I've done it again with the sword. Oh, there we go. We breached 10,000. We breached 10,000 damage per second, which I've never done before, which is absolutely crazy. Oh man. Look at that. 10,000 damage per second. Yep, so the Meowmere, at this point of time, the Meowmere is the best weapon within Terraria. From what I've tested so far, this is the best one for damage per second. Now, if you check on Terraria Wiki, there's a list of weapons. You can change it from damage, and it goes Terrarian and then Meowmere. So that is basically just proof that that is true. Because I basically just proved that this is better than that. I mean, it does have a higher base damage, but I don't know. If I have a legendary, it will still have the same damage because it's both plus 15%. So yeah, this Meowmere is the best sword within the game. I'm not sure if there's any better weapons. Maybe the last prism's better. I don't know because I haven't actually got it yet. But yeah, actually, I'm gonna try and quickly farm lenses so I can have a quick fight against Cthulhu. I've got to try and find one now. Actually, now I'll do it for another time. I'll do weapons versus. I do the Terraria's best weapons versus bosses video. I don't know if I'll call it that, but expect to see it because I want to see how good each weapon is against each boss. So yeah. And the sound of meows is just amazing. Just thank you to our developers. So yeah, that will be it for this video. Me and my little tiki head who spins, and my little wisp here. Saying bye now. So yeah. Just say no, these don't do anything. Just gonna quickly say that. So yeah, thanks for watching this. And make sure to get that Meowmere legendary because it is the best weapon within Terraria. Now I'm not sure. I don't think this will be anywhere like as good as the weapons I've been testing right now. Like that. Like this is better than Terra Blade. If I was to put it in order, I would do it like this, and then just ignore them. I don't know what would be good for them, but so it goes Meowmere, Terrarian, Legendary Horseman's Blade, and Legendary Terra Blade. And this is a God Terrarian, by the way. Now, dark purple is the rarest colour. So then it's red. It goes dark purple and then red and then it's yellow, I believe. So anything that's yellow is kind of rare. And then it's green, light green, and then it's light purple, I think. Something like that, I don't know. But yeah, thanks for watching this, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye. Woo!